with Glenn Marini. Sports coverage you can count on with the Highlight Zone starts now.
This team is different than I've ever been on. We're ready to come back firing.
Every time you win, the next game gets bigger.
Nothing here is gonna stop you. All those years waiting on.
Our kids are willing to battle through adversity.
Showing that we can really be the power in the conference.
We want to prove to everyone that we could compete with anyone.
'Cause I've been waiting for.
Oh, the weather tonight was perfect for football, but in the SAC, the title chase was as clear as mud. Yeah, normally heading into week 3, right, we at least have an idea of who might ring the victory bell at the end of the season. Tonight, looking for a bit of clarity in that jumbled conference. And with that, Andy McDonald joins us with your Highlight Zone Game of the Week.
Well,
Andy.
Glenn, I'll have some good news for you. It got a little bit more murky. In the history of Fort Wayne football, Homestead had never played at Luers Field. A water pipe issue a few years ago moved the showdown to Bishop DRC Stadium. Tonight, the first ever Spartans suited up at the south side of Summit City, and boy, was it a good one. Homestead at Bishop Luers. It's your Highlight Zone Game of the Week under the lights at Luers Field. Spartans coming in 2-0, the conference tie for the lead with Dwenger. Luers 1-1, 1-point win over Carroll. Early on in the fourth quarter, Norman Kanapke to Jordan Presley, the former Spartan himself. 5-15er there for Homestead a couple years ago. But Homestead comes right back down. Luke Goody to Griffin Little, the junior, gets in the end zone. It's 7-7 after 1. Move to the second quarter now. Kanapke to the speed store. Jameek Johnson, he'll go the distance from 60 plus. It's 21-10 at the half. Move to the fourth quarter. It's 35-17 in favor of Luers. But here come the Spartans. Jake Archbold up the middle. He'll get in the end zone and they'll get the ball right back. The Spartans, they drive down late with about 2 minutes to go. Archbold again, he gets in the end zone but leaves just enough time for the Knights to drive back down. Carter Drake from 29 yards out. Joe Carter, Carter Drake, the game winner. Bishop Luers, they win 38-36.
I was just trying to not let the team down, and I knew they were going to come through for me, so I was just going to try to go through for them. So.
Obviously, they surprised you a little bit. I mean, did nerves come in? Was it a factor?
No, I knew my team trusted me, and I just wanted to repay them. So.
What did it feel like?
It felt good. Everyone, coming after me. Not used to that.
For first time kicking a football, doing a heck of a job. I mean, he had a smile on his face. I don't know if anybody saw that, but kids are yelling things at him, and usually you don't talk to the kicker, and he had a smile on his face. So.
Yeah, a big smile. Homestead hosts Bishop Dwenger next week. That's a big one, while Luers is at Concordia. Glenn, back to you.
All right, speaking of Concordia, Snyder hadn't lost an SAC game since 2015. Could Concordia make it 2 L's in a row against the Panthers after they lost to Carroll last week? Well, it was 10-zip Snyder at the half. Anias Lockett early in the third with a touchdown. 16-zip Snyder, and after a 54-yard pickup by Lenny Bennett, he would punch that one in. And it's 23-0 Panthers. We mentioned Anias Lockett. Kid had himself a night. 23 carries, 131 yards, 2 TDs. That one from 17 yards out, 30-zip Snyder. And they weren't done. Hassan Lambert finds pay dirt as Snyder bounces back from last week's loss to the Chargers, 37-7 over Concordia.
We just have to come together as a team, and we have to trust in one another because the past few games, we just wasn't there. So today we just came out and brought what we had.
When you take a look at the Snyder team, people doubting you maybe a little bit after last week. What does tonight say about that?
We just block out the noise, focus on us. Bad practice last week, but we picked it up this week.
Concordia hosting Luers next week while Snyder is at Southside. Carroll, as we mentioned, coming off that big win over Snyder last week. Chargers hosting Northside first quarter. Carroll's Cameron DeWald with the blocked punt, and Carroll would recover at the 7-yard line. Next play, Doug Diamond's team knows what to do with it. Give it to Rhett Saylor. This ship has sailed all the way into the end zone, and it's 7-zip Carroll early. Northside, though, hey, they got some firepower. Ronald Collins III, RC3 looking for Antrell Franklin. He's way behind the defense. That's a 48-yard touchdown, 2-point conversion, good. Northside led this one 8-7, but oh, you know what? It's time to rock the vote. Gavin Vogt finding Camden Childers, some of the best hands in Northeast Indiana. He gets the touchdown. Carroll rolls 51-8 over the Legends. Bishop Dwenger came into the night as just one of two teams still undefeated in the SAC. The other was Homestead. Saints ranked #1 this week in the 4A state poll. They hosted Southside, and, well, that's partly why. TJ Tippmann in for the touchdown. 8-zip Dwenger in the first. Then it's TJ McGarry going to go play some college football at Columbia. He's brains, he's brawn, and he's in the end zone. It's 14-zip. The McGarry clan loving it. Second quarter action, though. Southside steps up defensively. Mr. Everything for the Archers, Omar Jackson, with the interception. But a couple plays later, you're going to see that Snyder defense stonewall the Archers. It's Tippmann on the other side of the ball, and that is a stick. Woo! Later, you're going to see Lucas Crone with the touchdown as Southside falls at Bishop Dwenger 47-20. Final stop in the SAC tonight, Northrop at Wayne. The Generals coming off a win at home against Lures last Friday night. First quarter, they're picking up where they left off. We're talking Chris Thomas, and he picks up a first down for the boys in baby blue. Later on the drive, the quarterback, the senior, Brandon Young with the QB keeper to make it 7-zip Wayne. Wayne, so many weapons, so many athletes. One of them is senior Darius Alexander. He's a D1 recruit, and he can play some football. You saw him with the TFL right there. This one was a close one, though. Northrop comes back to make it interesting, but it's Wayne over the Bruins. Your final of this one, 41-40 Generals. Well, that does it for the SAC tonight, but after a quick timeout, we're talking conference play in the Northeast 8 and the ACAC. We're going to hit up every game in the NE8, and that includes reigning conference champ Leo against Norwell, and in the ACAC, defending 2A state runner-up Woodland opening conference against Heritage, plus trips to Huntington North, Columbia City, DeKalb, South Adams, and Churubusco, all up next in the zone.
Hey, the DeKalb Barons! Stay tuned to the Highlight Zone!
Save big during the great Labor Day clearance at The Great Escape. Patio collections marked down 50 to 80%. Clearance prices on umbrellas, fire tables, and more. Save up to 50% on remaining pools. Includes installation. Don't miss savings up to $3,500 on our entire stock of jacuzzi, Sundance, and Bullfrog hot tubs. Get 0% financing for 50 months, plus an additional $500 rebate. Only at The Great Escape.
Escape your everyday. Shop The Great Escape.
When it comes to finding style and comfort at a great value, you don't have to go far. At Value City Furniture, you'll find the latest styles to create your own look. And it's all at a price that's right for you.
Hurry to the Labor Day sale now at Value City Furniture, and the more you buy, the more you save, with up to 25% off qualifying purchases store-wide. Or enjoy 48-month special financing when you spend $19.99 or more.
So check us out. You're going to love what you see. Only at Value City Furniture.
Do you love the hits?
Like we love the hits?
Presenting the Hit Scratch Off family of games from the Hoosier Lottery.
It's one of the most exciting collections we've ever compiled. The Hit family is 4 explosive new scratch offs and your ticket to long-lasting summer fun.
Want a chance to win up to $900,000, Cindy?
Sounds pretty great to me, Daryl.
It's a dynamite collection of original hits, and it is available in stores.
Just like this one.
I'm gonna go grab some hits. You guys want some?
Sure. The Hit family from the Hoosier Lottery. You're gonna love this sound.
Have you been in a Lancia home lately? They begin by listening to your needs and ideas.
And you'll meet with Lancia's experienced in-house CAD designers to create your custom floor plan. Lancia's attention to detail will build the home you're looking for.
Custom flooring, custom interiors, custom details. Every Lancia home is, what's the word?
Custom?
Exactly.
Go to LanciaHomes.com to start building your custom home today.
Did you get my expense report?
Let me check.
Do your employees go to extreme measures to stay healthy? Maybe it's your health insurance.
Morning, Jessica.
Can I take your hat?
No, thank you.
PHP can customize a long-term benefits plan your employees will have confidence in. PHP, your partner for strategic employee benefits.
You have a perfect opportunity tonight, leading off with one of the best teams in our conference. You go, you smack them in the mouth, and you show them who we are right now. You got it? Show them who we are from the get-go.
Hey, that's Huntington North's Rick Bernal gearing his team up at Craig Baum Stadium. You're going to hear more from him Wednesday at 6 in our 2-minute drill segment. Meanwhile, after 2 weeks of non-conference play, the Northeast State kicking off league action tonight and doing it in fine form. In 3 years of the NE8, Leo's earned at least a share of 2 conference championships. They were hosting an improved Norwell team. Start of the third, Leo up 25-0, and Norwell, hey, they get something going. It's Eli Riley taking it in for 31 yards, and that's a touchdown for the Fighting Gerbers. They cut it to 25-7. Later in the third, though, Alex Wertman, oh yeah, this kid had a heck of a night. 97 yards, 3 touchdowns, one of them coming there from 5 yards out. It's 32-7 Leo. And then in the fourth, more from the Lions ground game. Owen Lance here from 12 yards out, right into your living room, as Leo wins on that beautiful new turf, 38-14 over Norwell. Speaking, of that Northeast States, the Bulldogs trying to avoid an 0-3 start in the Jimmy Lynn era. I'm talking about New Haven, and the Barons not making it easy up at DeKalb. That's Landon Miller with a 5-yard touchdown. DeKalb stakes themselves to a 7-zip lead, but New Haven's got a combo at the quarterback receiver position. Kentrell Thomas from Tim Jordan, and he just breaks away from that tackle. A 70-yard pitch and catch, and that knocks it at 7. And you know what? It was so nice, they tried it twice. Jordan, Thomas, and again, watch Thomas break free from the tackle. Kid is a player. That's another 70-yard touchdown from him as New Haven gets its first win in the Jimmy Lynn era, 28-21 at DeKalb. East Noble won a share of the Northeast State title last year. The Knights opening conference at Craig Baum Stadium. Huntington North's Brett Taylor with a short touchdown run early, and the Vikings take a 7-zip lead. East Noble countering Caden Harshberger. We've called his name many times on the highlight zone. That ties it at 7. Second quarter, East Noble, making those special teams special. The blocked punt from the Knights, and that would set them up in prime territory. And Bailey Parker, well, here in the second, he is going to take advantage of that outside and in. Later, though, as it's 14-7, you're going to see Kaler hit Mr. Devin Newcomb for a touchdown. That knotted it at 14. It was a good game, but East Noble beats the Vikings 35-21. Final stop in the Northeast State, Belmont traveling to Columbia City. We picked this one up in the third, and it's Belmont's Jonathan Wilder getting into the end zone. It's 28-13 Columbia City at that point. How about DJ Bedwell on the ensuing kickoff, and he is gone. Bedwell can run well. 35-13 Columbia City firing right back. Fourth quarter, though, it's Columbia City doing it defensively. It's Carter Smith. Smith, pick, and then 6. He returns it all the way to the house, 42-19. And then you're going to see Bedwell with the interception here. That's important because it stops a touchdown, but he also gets, there it is, the turnover robe. Oh, you got to love that. Looking pretty good. So is Columbia City. They win it 42-25. Respect the turnover robe. In the ACAC, 2 of the last 3 conference championships, they belong to Woodland. The Warriors opening conference at home against Heritage. Second quarter, Ben Reedy to Jack Stuckey for a touchdown, 29 yards, and the Warriors lead 27-7. Patriots, though, not going away. Nico Tagulis got his squad playing well here. Parker Tracy to Cameron Mitchell. That's a 55-yard pitch and catch, and that cuts the lead to 27-14. Let's fast forward to the fourth quarter now. The Patriots, from their 20, intercepted here by Stuckey, or rather from Woodland's 20. That would help save a touchdown. Then you're going to see Reggie Blackman. Kid had a night. 27 carries, 191 yards, 2 TDs for Reggie Blackman as Woodland picks up a victory, 33-14.
Hard, make sure we stayed on our blocks and push and move fast on the ball. We had to, close the gaps in on defense.
But I thought, we wanted a victory, and we played well enough to win. And Jack Stuckey looked good with the ball in his hands. So baby steps, and we got a big one next week against Bluffton.
All right, let's move on. As Coach said, they got Bluffton next week. We're talking about Well, who else but Bluffton? They were at South Adams tonight. We picked this one up in the first. Everett Johnson went over 100 yards in week 1 and week 2. Matter of fact, went over 180, I believe, in both of those weeks. That's pretty darn good. Stopped up 4th and goal. It's 7-3 South Adams. Third quarter, that's James Arnold with the QB keeper. South Adams looking good, up 14-3. You're going to see Grant Besser go up high for the reception. He's inside the 5. And then it's Christian Somerset with the short touchdown run you're going to see for the South Adams Starfires. And South Adams, they'll be a tough team to beat in conference this year. They win it 21-3 over Bluffton. Adams Central, the lone ACAC team with a non-conference game tonight. The Jets ranked 7th in the 1A state poll. LaPel ranked 11th in 2A. And guess what? Adams Central, they don't care. They don't care that LaPel's bigger. They don't care that they're ranked in 2A. Logan Macklin with the pick, and he takes it all the way back. This is why last year as a junior, kid was selected to the Wayne TV Fab 15. Adams Central goes down and beats a ranked team bigger than them at LaPel, 49-21. Watch out for the Jets. They could be playing at Lucas Oil Stadium come Thanksgiving. Hey, in the NECC rivalry game in Turtletown, Busco ranked 6th in the state in 1A. The Eagles hosting Garrett. Garrett's Levi Follett airing it out to Tristan Taylor, and T-Squared would get down to the 5. The Busco D bending but not breaking. They would hold Garrett to a field goal attempt, and Austin Leach boots it right through as the big train up 3-0. Paul Sade would get his team rolling though here. Tom Richards looking for Sam Wood. Wood's had a heck of a season. Returned the opening kick in the first game of the season for a touchdown. He gets a first down there. And then Busco finishes the drive in the air. It's Richards to Joey Emmenheiser. And Busco beats rival Garrett 31-15 in Turtle Vegas. Huge game at Jimtown. The Jimmies hosting Angola. The Hornets off to a 2-0 start. They're ranked 7th in this week's 4A state poll. And this is partly why. Jared Gibson had 283 yards last week rushing. He picked up the first down here. That drive would end with this. Eric Cockcroft boots this one up and in as Angola takes a 3-0 lead. You're going to see Jimtown on the 1, but it's Angola's defense. They maybe don't get enough credit for Coach Thomas's squad. They make the stop to hold Jimtown as Angola goes into Jimtown and wins a good one. 31-14 over the Jimmies. Final stop, Northern Lakes Conference play opening up tonight. Warsaw ranked 14th in 6A. The Tigers, the Rock Pile in Plymouth. Warsaw, 3rd and 5 from the 33 is where we pick it up. And Josh West looking downfield, but he is sacked by Tristan Sims. Ball loose. Ezra Winkle takes it all the way for a Rocky touchdown, and Plymouth up 7-0 on that miscue by the Tigers. Late in the first, you're going to see Josh West on the keeper. He grabs 5 for the first down, but the Tigers would be held to a 35-yard field goal from Harrison Mevis as Plymouth goes on to win this one over Warsaw in overtime, 32-19. We got your highlight zone play of the week and some tin caps coming up next.
We're the Busco Eagles! Stay tuned for the play of the week! You're watching the Highlight Zone!
Sometimes you just don't want to leave the house.
With Meijer Home Delivery, we come to you. So no matter what, you can Meijer any way you want.
Sometimes I need to work. Bye, Mike.
Sometimes I'd rather work out.
With Meijer Home Delivery, we come to you. So you can do what you want to do and Meijer any way you want.
You've waited all year for this, and now that it's finally here, you'll want to be here. The Labor Day weekend sale at Klopfenstein Home Rooms. Save half off on all furniture and mattresses with no down payment and no interest for 5 years. Our greatest Labor Day savings event ever ends Monday at Klopfenstein Home Rooms, only on Lima Road.
Now at Menards, save big money on your next project with 11% off everything. Save on Schultz, Sun and Shade, Shady Lawn, Hardy Lawn, or high traffic grass seeds, just $7 each. After sale price and 11% off. Get unbeatable quality and satisfaction with Cabot Premium Exterior Wood Stains and Finishes. Right now, all Cabot Premium Exterior Wood Stains and Finishes are 11% off. Stop waiting and start saving with 11% off everything. Now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Visit Auburn Labor Day weekend and experience the world's greatest classic car festival, the ACD Festival. See over 800 cars at the downtown cruise-in on Friday. On Saturday, don't miss the Parade of Classics, the Fast and Fabulous exotic car display, and the Vintage Market on 6th. Saturday night wraps up with a free Addison Agan concert and fireworks after dark. Pick up your festival guide or visit acdfestival.org for a full schedule of events. The ACD Festival, Labor Day weekend in Auburn.
You've waited all year for this, and now that it's finally here, you'll want to be here. The Labor Day weekend sale at Klopfenstein Home Rooms. Save half off on all furniture and mattresses with no down payment and no interest for 5 years. Our greatest Labor Day savings event ever ends Monday at Klopfenstein Home Rooms, only on Lima Road.
Hey, my name is Lawrence Johnson, former Snyder Panther, current Purdue Boilermaker. Welcome back to the Highlight Zone, and here's your player of the week. Boiler up.
Oh, LJ, one of our favorites on the Highlight Zone over the years. And how about our favorite play of the night? Well, we go back out to Luers Field. Carter Drake, as time winds down. Drake started for the bottom. Now he's here, started from the bottom. Now the whole Night Nation's here. Yeah, a 29-yard field goal, 38-36. And Luers is your play of the week winner. Carter Drake. Hey, take a look at next week. Dwenger is at Homestead, Luers is at Concordia, Leo at New Haven, Jay County, Adams Central, Bosco is at Eastside. That should be interesting, while West Noble is at Angola. Hey, final stop tonight. This is a sure sign the summer is ending. Last home game of the regular season for the Tin Caps. Caps in Lake County. We pick it up in the bottom of the third. It's 4-zip Lake County, but that's Jack Sawinski with a 2-run triple. The Tin Caps would eventually cut it to 4-3, but Will Benson, kid is a monster for Lake County. His 20th bomb of the season. You'll probably see him in the majors someday. He's a good one, a former first-round pick. As Tin Caps fall in this one, 5-4 against the Lake County Captains. And then Tin Caps are now on the road for their final 3 regular season games. They're at West Michigan Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, hoping to earn a playoff spot. That does it for this week's Highlight Zone. We'll see you for Week 4 next Friday.